anybody that is against President Trump deporting all these illegal migrants, let's have these people open their door and have a couple illegal migrants move in with them. How about that? You against deportation? No problem. What's your address? We're gonna send you 5. What's your address? We're gonna send you 3.
A migrant in California facing charges after allegedly staging a fake kidnapping, and they blame federal agents, ICE agents.
Ununiformed men in unmarked cars kidnapped Julie.
This video you guys are about to watch is a pure example of why we should never allow these Democrats to get to power.
Julie Calderon is accused of lying to police and conspiracy in what the feds are calling an elaborate hoax.
With her courage and her strength, even though we don't know where Julie is and we don't know when we will find her, Julie has managed to make 2 phone calls to the family since she's been kidnapped.
You don't know where she is, but she managed to make 2 phone calls to the family. What was discussed in those phone calls? And how do you know she was kidnapped?
Investigators say they reviewed surveillance video and determined the kidnapping claim was not true. Former federal prosecutor Jonathan Fahey served as acting ICE director in President Trump's first term. He joins us now. Jonathan, so what they did is they also raised money off this. ICE looked into it and they said, we didn't do this.
All these fake news media, CNN, MSNBC, all of them, they were reporting this. Oh, ICE agents are kidnapping people. Now, this has been debunked to be a hoax. This has been proven to be a lie. None of them saying anything. None of them went back to their viewers to say, you know what, guys, we lied to you, or whatever we thought was the truth, it was not. None. They are staying quiet now.
Yeah, this is really outrageous. And when you think about it, this really stems from all of the rhetoric that's coming out of the Democratic Party. And the more outrageous the rhetoric, the more outrageous their behavior, the greater their status rises within the party. And it's not surprising that somebody would take advantage of this in a criminal way.
Look at those boards. Where is Yuli? Where is Yuli? Incredible. Incredible. Que pena.
A couple of things that are interesting about this, they charge her with a conspiracy and also for lying to agents, which means other people are involved and maybe other people will be charged. But she's facing 5 years on each count and certainly deserves time on this, because it's really important that not only what she did was bad by maligning ICE agents, defaming them and putting them in more danger, but they also were distracted from going after more serious criminals or other serious criminals, having to try to track this down to find out if somebody actually was kidnapped.
And that's also going to influence other people to commit that same crime, simply saying, oh, ICE agents kidnapped my brother. Let me do a GoFundMe so I can... What? Not only you commit a crime to come to this country illegally, and inside this country, you are committing more crime and you're trying to scam the American people.
Democrats created this narrative that ICE is the Gestapo, that ICE is evil, and that they're kidnapping and disappearing people. And they wanted an example. So that's why Mayor Bass on July 1st leaned in, put her picture up, and tweeted this. She's a mother from L.A., taken out of her car on her way to work and then held in a warehouse as officers hoped she would self-deport. No hearing, just fear. This doesn't make anyone safer. But here's the problem. She faked her kidnapping, and DHS called him out yesterday, tweeting this: Mayor, you pushed a hoax. There is still time to delete this. This woman was never arrested or kidnapped by ICE or bounty hunters. This criminal illegal alien scammed innocent Americans for money and diverted limited DHS resources.
Every time I see Mayor Karen Bass speaking, my first question is always, how did she get elected? How did this woman get voted to office? I thought people in California were smarter than that.
This is outrageous in every respect. It really harkens back to sort of the Jussie Smollett case, because he was taking advantage of all the anti-Trump.
Oh man, you guys remember the Jussie Smollett? Oh my God, this was embarrassing. Embarrassing.
Area to elevate himself, but it's outrageous. It's sort of predictable. It's not necessarily this, but something like this would happen.
So here's the Los Angeles Attorney General, Bill Asali. Listen.
There was apparent financial motive, and I think there was another motive here. They want to discredit, dehumanize our federal agents. This is part of the narrative to encourage people to stand up to our agents and to assault them.
And when you watch all these fake news CNN, all of them are talking about, oh, why are ICE agents wearing masks? when you're lying on them like that, sure, they need to wear masks to protect their identity.
And the question is the family involved too? I mean, the daughters have a picture with their missing mom. They had a GoFundMe page. They're raising money. You saw them with the signs. Would they dupe too?
I mean, all of them must have been involved.
Yeah, I'm sure they're going to try to find that out, because if they're all in on it, they should all be charged on the conspiracy, because this is outrageous. And the U.S. attorney is exactly right. And we've seen, I think the number now is between 800% and 900% rise in assaults on ICE agents, and that just seems to be growing as we've been reporting, or as you all have been reporting on this. So it's so outrageous that people are defaming ICE agents, disparaging them, and it's really kind of just sport in many respects in the Democratic Party. They elevate their status, they do it for fun, and they don't even seem to think that there are real consequences to what they're doing.
And that's why I call all these Democrats anti-Americans, because they only care about themselves. Whatever they can say, they can do to benefit themselves at the cost of the American people, they don't care. Or at the cost of the pride of America, they don't care. They're gonna say anything, especially if it's something that involves President Trump.
Yeah, and this makes all these lawmakers who want to vilify ICE look even worse. Just to go through the scheme, the co-conspirator filed missing report. The daughter set up the GoFundMe page. She got $4,500. The daughter pictured with mom's missing posters. Then the press conference afterwards, full of emotion from Movement Legal, created fabricated photos of her rescue. And by the way, just the fact that they keep saying kidnapping instead of arrest or detainment is also an insult to ICE and furthers the angst every time ICE goes out.
Each of them should get at least 5 to 10 years, because we need to send a message to anybody that thinks they're gonna come and commit those type of foolishness. We need to hold them accountable.
Obama deported 430,000 people in 2013. 430,000, everybody was deported. Donald Trump so far has deported 212,000. If he's going to hit Obama's mark in 2013, he's got to get ICE on steroids right now, because he's not going to hit it. Nobody said a word about Obama except, oh, he's deportation, big joke on the left. Nobody said a word. He was deporting everybody, not just the worst of the worst, in 2013. And now Trump's numbers are half that, and the whole world is freaking out.
The Democrats, they are just mad President Trump is winning. The Democrats, they are mad President Trump or handling things ways that the Democrats could not. In less than 4 months, President Trump handled the border. No more illegal crossing, especially after we just had a lot of disasters with President Biden for 4 years. Anyway, guys, as always, thanks for watching. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button as I continue to bring you more and better content. I see a lot of comments, man. You guys are... You guys are savages in those comments, man. Some people, there was a comment this morning that said, "Go back to Nigeria." I'm not even from Nigeria. Anyway, guys. Anyways, you stay safe. I see you in the next video. Go back to Nigeria.